What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the end of July. I gotta get 4 stories out for y'all to finish out the month. Today I want to talk about Big Crazy Boy, rest in peace. Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories.
It. I never stopped banging. I started banging hard, then I got so hard till it was a shame.
Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories. Today's story takes place at the house on Eileen Avenue, October something, 1991. I don't remember if that's before or after we caught the case from the Fox Hill Mall story. But it was the end of 1991 in October. And the homie Big Crazy Boy, who I grew up with Big Crazy Boy from elementary school. I don't know what year I met Crazy Boy, but I'm gonna take a guess. And I'm gonna say I was probably in about 2nd grade when I met Crazy Boy. Crazy Boy used to play kickball. For those that remember the game kickball, that was real big at 54th Street Elementary. And Crazy Boy could kick that ball, man. So that's the first thing I know him of as a kickballer. Secondly, he was a brawler. I remember there was this dude named Archie. Archie was a big light-skinned dude that lived on the south side of Slauson as well. And him and Crazy Boy did not get along. Archie was a tough dude. Archie was a tough guy. And Crazy Boy would love to go fight him. So after school, we would always hear, man, it's the king of the school, they finna fight for the king of the school. Crazy Boy and Archie. I want to think Archie may have been a year older, maybe 2 years older than Crazy Boy. But I want to say 1 year, because I think bro had left the school when Crazy Boy and Archie got into it for that title. I think I missed him in junior high. He might have went to Audubon. Palisades. I think I missed him at Palisades because he went to YA or YTS or something. It used to be funny because Crazy Boy was actually a Jehovah's Witness. So we would clown and joke about him going knocking on doors on Saturdays. And he hated that. He would bag back, but he would get mad. He hated that, man. He hated that shit. And he had this little like hair growing out his throat. And we said, man, what happened? You swallowed a chicken bone? Like, what's going on, man? But he would bag. Crazy Boy would bag. He would fight and all this. I remember this one story. I don't know how true it is, but we had a square homie on our side of north of Slauson who later became a Culver City Police and Highway Patrol. He couldn't stand Crazy Boy. We used to get into it when we played basketball, you know, the north side versus the south side of Slauson. Then I would run with the homies south of Slauson, and these dudes didn't bang, so they would use terminology like thug, hoodlum, stuff like that. And so they wasn't really feeling my gang member friends, but they went to school together. They went to school all the way from elementary to getting out of school. And I remember the homie said, the square homie said, he said, man, he said, Godlin always trying to fight. I can't stand that dude, man. I would like to beat his ass one day. I'm like, man, you ain't finna squabble Crazy Boy. He like, man, I don't think he could fight. And so the homie was happy and found glory in the day that this rumor, like I said, I wasn't there, so I don't know if it's true, but Crazy Boy was picking on this white boy at Palisades High School, and the white boy threw Crazy Boy off the 2nd tier over the little railing and fell down to the bottom of the cement, the blacktop. I don't know if that's true. Never found out if that's true or not. Never talked to Crazy Boy about it. But yeah, there was a lot of dudes that feared Crazy Boy and was scared of Crazy Boy. But there was a lot of dudes that, you know, just really didn't think Crazy Boy was all of that, because he didn't dress like no Crip. He didn't do a lot of traditional things that a lot of Crips did. And from my understanding, he never got officially put on. But he was out our section. And, you know, he was one of the first guys I remember to rob Pup and Taco. He used to rob Burger King. Crazy Boy. Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day on my live. I think it was Stan the Man. One of my partners wanted, you know, call him my bro. Stan asked, had I ever been in a liquor store or anything where somebody come to rob it, come to find out I know him. Well, I've been at Pup and Taco and I've been at Burger King when Crazy Boy come through. Crazy Boy jump through the window and get the money. But what's funny is back then, we thought that was a hell of a thing to do. You wasn't going to get that much money out of cash register at Pup and Taco or Burger King. But yeah, the homie used to put it down, man. He was good at that. That was his thing. Robbing taxi drivers and that type of stuff. But Crazy Boy loved to fight. He was always getting into something. You know, at one point, he didn't like my brother. He grew up with my brother too. My brother was born in '64, Crazy Boy '66, and me '68. So we was all 2 years difference from each other. But Crazy Boy was only 1 grade ahead of me. And so we was always cool. You know, I played football with him and the homies on the other side of Slauson before I was from the hood. Played basketball with him. Used to jump on his trampoline, go by and see his mother, his cousin. You know, I always had interactions with Crazy Boy. Crazy Boy was, besides when he was looking for my brother, he was always a good dude, always a cool dude with me. One thing about Crazy Boy, man, he got his fair share of wins and his fair share of losses. Like a win or a loss didn't matter to the homie. As long as he got in, as long as he squabbled, that's all that counted with him. Crazy Boy was, man, he was really crazy. So he got that name earnestly, although the crew in which surrounded the area in which he grew up in, you had loonies, maniacs, Wacos, you know what I'm saying? So you had crazy names anyway. Crazy Boy just fit right in. Big Crazy Boy is the big homie to Little Crazy Boy. Funny story. Big Crazy Boy, before he left the turf, headed to Vegas, Big Crazy Boy would go around just handing his name out. Before you knew it, there was 3 or 4 other Crazy Boys, besides the Little Crazy Boy that I grew up with. So we used to laugh like, nigga, you Crazy Boy, you Crazy Boy. And people used to say, man, do Little Crazy Boy know it's another Little Crazy? Man, there's a few other Crazy Boys. So my Little Crazy Boy, he kind of backed up kind of from the gang scene, you know what I'm saying? He was working and doing his own thing. Met his baby mama and everything. So the homie, the original Baby Crazy Boy, it took on the name Little Crazy Boy. And I don't know what happened to the other Little Crazy Boys. They phased out. They faded away. Probably left the hood or whatever. Baby Crazy Boy, which became Little Crazy Boy, he passed. He passed away. Then there became a new Baby Crazy Boy. Of course, Little Crazy Boy, still Little Crazy Boy. So, a lot of drama. A lot of funny stuff going on with the name Little Crazy Boy. But Little Crazy Boy that I mess with, always been my homie since kindergarten. Always been my loved one, my good one. And my condolences to his mom who recently passed. I wasn't able to make it to the funeral. But we still good to this day. Still good. And rest in peace to Will. One of the other Crazy Boys, rest in peace. Good dude. We got another Baby Crazy Boy that's around now that a lot of people know in the hood. But, yeah, man. Big Crazy Boy had been around a few corners. And for all of the years, whatever was going on with the hood or whatever hood had going on with my brother or him, and this beef he had with my brother. They ended up in TS together, and it was no fun. The homie actually admired my brother and spoke highly of my brother, regardless of how he was acting when he got some false information about my brother claiming blood because he had this red sweatsuit on. I had told that story once before. I don't know if I put it in the true stories though, but nevertheless, so they didn't have no issues. They didn't have no problems. And Crazy Boy continued to come over my house all the way up until the day he died. And Crazy Boy, you know, rumors was he had started smoking. He went out to Vegas. I think he went to jail, did some time in Vegas. The rumor was he was smoking in Vegas, homeless, sleeping on benches and shit. And one day, I see a taxi cab pull up to my house. And Crazy Boy jumps out the taxi cab with a brown paper bag and a little small duffel bag. And he's smiling, he's happy. I hadn't seen him. He just came back from Vegas. He's fresh back from Vegas. I'm like, what's up, homie? He's like, what's up? I said, man, they say you was sleeping on benches, on bus benches in Vegas. He said, yeah, but he goes into this bag and he's pulling out money. He's celebrating. He's like, yeah, I just hit a cool lick. Like, I ain't sleeping on no benches now. I'm back. So we smiled and laughed. He's joking about himself and his situation. And he calls another cab. He jumps in the car and he leaves. So I guess he run through the money, or maybe he want more money, but I think he ran through the money. And he comes by my house, I think October 3rd, 1991. We laying out on my front grass. We laid out on the front grass, man, stretched out. And we talking about what he's about to do, what he wants to do. And, you know, he tells me what he's going to do, but he don't give me the whole plan, whole details. But he was talking about how he needed a car. He needed a G-Rod to pull this off. I wasn't a guy that got G-Rods. Got some stories about that I could tell as well. Boom. Next thing I know, a few hours later, some dudes on the news. They on the freeway, speeding, running from police, and hit the back of a trash truck, I believe. And the car blew up. One of the homies went through the window, the other homie burnt up. So Paul Jenkins was on that lick with Crazy Boy. They went and hit a bank. And I remember, a lot of homies probably remember, Crazy Boy, Guyland, Crazy Boy Huntsman, used to talk about how Paul Jenkins couldn't drive. And Paul Jenkins didn't like the way Crazy Boy drives. So I don't know how it went. However it went, it went. And they hit this bank and they make the news. The homie Crazy Boy died in the accident. Rest in peace, Crazy Boy. Paul Jenkins gets burnt up. He gets seriously burnt up. So that was just a crazy incident, man. Here 1 second, gone the next. Never thought the homie would have lost his life in a police pursuit after a bank robbery. This is one of the homies that always, no matter what was going on in the hood or with this person, that person, he always came by the house, always had a heart and had love for me. Yeah, man, my condolences to Crazy Boy. I miss him. I genuinely miss the homie. It's been a lot of years, man. 32 years, 33 years. But I'm out of here, y'all. Click that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I tell all sorts of stories here. I pay homage to my dead homies. I pay homage to my loved ones and respectable ones. I take up for the culture. I'm out of here, y'all. Salute.
This is